Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, welcome to another exciting and riveting and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland. Off it a 1v1 on Djebel Pass. In the west stands FeriG, the one and only, fighting here for freedom and democracy. Here with the US 1st Armored Division. No battle group yet picked for him. We got Scouts Engineers for the southeast. It is Ray. Fighting here for the German army, Deutschland. Kept being a pain in the ass with the 90th Light Infantry Division. An Italian coastal service, interesting choice here. Got two squads out alongside the Pioneers. Looking to get some early map control in. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. And a big thanks to commenting and liking on videos, really helps immensely. And finally, a big thanks to Facts Over Feelings for his very generous super thanks there on YouTube. Sorry, I completely missed it because I've been so tired, so I haven't really been checking the comments particularly well. I only discovered it by accident while going through a bunch of them. It's like, oh, it's all because YouTube just doesn't really tell you these things as well anymore as they used to, so. Either way, though, big thanks again. My apologies for the late thanks, though, but really big thanks for that. That was a very generous contribution. So, we got Pioneers in Norfolk here. We got a second round squad there for FeriG. Got some skirmishing Italian troops all trying to try and mess up FeriG's early movement. Very bold though, because they don't exactly perform well out of cover. They do require cover to sort of fight, well, even remotely competently. Which of course mirrors the Osthofen from COH3, which itself mirrors actual German doctrine. Like basically German army doctrine actually would grade the units from one I think to 5. And basically of course 1 minute they were tip-top shape, and then 5 were yeah, probably don't fight with this. And right before that they had this grade was can fight but only within prepared positions ahead. So that kind of mirrors that idea that these are such low grade units, they can only fight in pre-prepared positions. Bit of a longer explanation there. Adams rapidly charging in here, occupying nearby buildings. Of course, see how this goes. A little challenge with flanking here. Getting good position down. He probably should try and maneuver them a bit further up here, so to fight down where they don't get the cover bonus there. Hey, they can actually, I think, still get some heavy cover going, whereas here, boom, no cover. Challenge push back another round squad there for FeriG, who just ends up withdrawing. Up north, American forces making some steady headway there. You got a full squad of Italians out there for Ray at this point. I'd already say you should probably consider getting a medic bunker, because he's going to need whatever he can to keep reinforcement costs down, and a bunker just to start with is a pretty solid, way of just keeping those manpower costs down. But we'll have to see if he actually does that. Definitely seen players who, go for a lot of Italians and then don't get a bunker. Infantry sports in there for FeriG. No battle could get for him. Could be armoured, could be heavy weapons, and of course could be able. We'll have to see. Rather than Norfolk's got the point here being grabbed. Could also be, of course, he wants to rely on the, building that, the ability that just builds the bunker automatically. Some players do that. But even then, I still think you're going to go for 4 squads of Italian, coastal service. You really want a bunker up as fast as possible so that you support them and help ensure you don't get too easily put up in a negative manpower feedback loop. So it's worth keeping in mind there. As being very dramatic, I do apologize for that. Can be a bit like that at times. For now, Ray does have pretty good map control here. But I think got a Luftwaffe company in the way here. No medic bunker still though, but he's managed to ensure he doesn't bleeds out aggressively against his opponent, so I guess that helps out a bit. From charging in, focus on the Italian troops. Yeah, in the end, I think Ray is gonna have to withdraw here in the face of all that. We got more Pioneers moving in, still no bunker. Luftwaffe company almost done. Ursula being very Besley. Really wants that attention. probably food, but it's not his dinner time as usual. M3 half tracks for FeriG.
Under enemy control.
Good old M3. And of course we got Luftwaffe coming in M4. Ray got a 2-1 on the way.
Infantry will not be reinforced without your permission.
Still no bunker holding reinforcement here. Definitely thinking he might now be saving up for that bunker so he can get it going. Or he of course might have something else planned. But I do think he needs that bunker up soon.
Our territory is exposed. We must re-establish a connection.
Cut off point being struck here. FeriG playing around Ray there effectively, though. Ray is making good progress up north, laying down mines as well, though that many mines would have done positions easy to get the bunker up. But as you can see, there we go. Bunker on the way there. Can get all the units to work on it fast. So at least it's finally happening. Thumbs up. And there you go, M3 after rushing forwards, heavy weapons there for FeriG, going in for an armoured infantry push, straight into a mine, thumbs up there to Ray for good mining.
Now under enemy control.
And your USF army doctrine actually operated with armoured rifle squads, basically infantry right along in the armoured half-tracks. They did not have a BAI actually as part of them, but they did have a bazooka. Imagine they were meant to rely on the machine gun on the half-track mounting to support them. So, little fun fact, now upgrade to the entertaining half-track here. FeriG not losing any time here, no momentum. There we go, medic bunker upgrade on the way. Troops can now get healed, cash recovered, all that sort of stuff here. Ray's got still pretty good map control. I mean, FeriG's being fairly effectively contained so far here by Ray. So, I mean, thumbs up there to Ray's gameplay so far.
Command points available.
Yeah, cat does not seem to want to be nabbed. There you go, medic bunker done. 2-1 being hit with the entertaining half-track. And 2-1 down. Ray definitely outplaying his hand here for FeriG. Of course, seeing the opportunity, absolutely slaps him down to the ground and punishes him. Black 30 here for Ray and the 90th Light Infantry Division. Definitely not missing it then, laying down mines either. Thumbs up. Of course, have to see what Ray's overall plan here is.
Taken our territory.
Like 30 there, halfway done. May want to get these troops back here for some reinforcement, some healing. At this point, he just, I think, risks wasting manpower without really too much for it, which only benefits FeriG, obviously. There we go, retrieving there. Against minesweepers, obviously, of course, FeriG having it one mine takes no chances there, so thumbs up. Black 30 has arrived to support the unit here. Flieger up there, Kanone 30, or looks like up there, Kanone 30.
Advanced weaponry will soon be available.
Support elements actually briefly considered to be cancelled. Interesting choice there. Most players just go through with it, but maybe Ray has other plans here. I'll say, of course, what exactly the idea is. Officer. He boosts his troops. Other half-track here for FeriG.
Requisition of support elements underway.
Ray so far maintaining, I think, pretty good sort of aggressive maneuver play, which is fairly impressive because he's doing it with the Italian troops, of course, as mentioned, don't serve well out of cover. He's definitely playing them reasonably well there under all circumstances. Going for support elements again. No officer, at least not for now. And the officer's definitely fallen out of favour there after he got nerfed. Like, if you see people go for this battle, consistently rarely go for the officer. Second half took almost under for FeriG. North, the Italian troops moving in. No, officer's quarters are interesting. Like, he's got like a lot of these units. I mean, an officer's quarters could in that regard also be good investment, but he's clearly aiming for the village right now, rushing it out, putting pressure on his opponent. I mean, at the same time, FeriG's really signaling half-track out because he's probably anticipating the Vibrin. I mean, he's seen the Flak 30. He knows it's a Luftwaffe company that's waiting there. And so FeriG, of course, being, you know, the experienced players, knows there's going to be a Vibrin there waiting, so he needs to counter to it. So, of course, he makes sure he has it ahead of time, so the Vibrin doesn't, like, catch him off guard and ruins his day. We're going to see how that Vibrin does, knowing there's two extra half-tracks out there. Italian troops are supporting the other squads here to try to hit the fuel point again. I mean, Ray's overall doing a quite good job, I think, messing with FeriG's fuel economy here, so thumbs up to that. There we go. Ray's got the Bibelin flag pounds on the way there. I'm guessing here FeriG is slightly setting up for the Persian that could surprise, of course, with the 3-inch gun. Jaegers for Ray. Actually cancelling the Bibelin here. So, I mean, he's probably figuring out the double anti-tank half-tacks are there. At the very least, he's just worried about the one. Okay, no cancel goes for the Bibelin again, so there's clearly some hesitation, some doubt here within Ray. If you're like switching between the two there. Perhaps he's concerned there might be another one. Perhaps I think a deal with it, but that being the Jaegers. There's a lot of possible interpretation as to what exactly is driving here Ray's actions.
We shall defend this coastal wall to the death.
Cheaper and faster mines, and of course other stuff, but it's really the mines that it's all about with this ability. It's the mines. Good harassment play again by Ray of FeriG against Ray, ensuring that, you know, Ray doesn't get too far ahead in the economy. Thumbs up to FeriG. Some more mines, thumbs up.
We have lost control of a victory point.
There we go. Black Panzer Field here ready for Ray.
A capture point is being lost.
It's under falling apart. I want to grab the cutoff point there.
We have lost
Got FeriG moving forces south of the counter-attack here. We're seeing it. Bringing more elements to halt it. And second anti-tank half-tank being back here. Black 30 caught in a bad spot. The terrain obviously not helping out Ray as there's obviously some blank spots being flanked out. I think he does realise it, but may not be in time. Anti-tank half-tank slowly moving ahead here. Got the flag 30. Potential big problem here for Ray between up the anti-tank half-tanks engaging his Bibelin. Time troop to get off a Molotov there. Crew of course happy they wore their asbestos uniforms. And they don't actually, like, you know, horrifically burn up for being hit by that.
Have captured a victory point.
Whereas in the actual war, when that happened, victory would have been absolute toast.
Anti-tank and command bunkers are now available.
More bunkers for Bay, Marder Field for Bay there, the Marder 3 also for him. 166 was 326. Ray's got a good lead here on FeriG for now. With this, we've more or less got a 50-50 split on the map now. But instead of the usual, which is more like along this line, it's more along this line, which is in fact a bit rarer to see. Marder Field ready for Ray.
Invaders won't suspect it.
There's some Jaegers out there with scoped G43s. Bit of a brief quiet here. A moment contemplation before everything heats up again. German forces advancing out FeriG with the BA up. That's obviously been quite good against all the Italian troops here under Ray's command. Still not officer, still not officer's quarter. Yeah, and I feel like if you're going to go for like this many units, you really would like an officer's quarter, like just A, get them to enter one immediately, but also have to get 2 and 3 faster. Because that really benefits them a lot there. Vertical flank team got right moving into cover set flank. And with the BAR appearing, comes a quick route here for Ray across the center there. South side progress being made, Bibelin heading northwards. Fixing up the M3, and we do actually get an offside here for Ray, thumbs up. While I feel like we'll object makes good use of him, and there's still not officers' quarters here. Bibelin marching northwards. We're still maintaining a real good map control here lead, but you can see if FeriG is doing a good job. They're trying to chip away at it.
Victory point lost.
And getting more consistent map control there, so thumbs up to FeriG there. They're going to have to see them sniping the Bibelin. And there we go, Routable charging, looking to further exploit the weakening heat of Ray's front line. Italian troops lining up, there you go, Marder getting hit, anti-tank coming in. Might see the Marder, yes, the Marder gets knocked out. Big radio tactic for FeriG. moves the major Fed hitters anti-tank half-tanks, making more easily the field in return. So, good prioritization, I think, there by FeriG against Ray.
Artillery officer! Silence that fucking machine gewehr!
Obviously moving up, might call in some mortar fire down that machine gun, I imagine. Not. Jaegers. Italians getting hammered here with anti-tank half-tank from the vertical here. Continuing pressure up north, and we're going for the Iceland Engineer Squad. Thumbs up there to Ray.
An officer awaits deployment.
We're maintaining, I think, a good flexible grasp of the map and ensures it does not get too caught up in like any one point on the map. 2 thumbs up to the pretty rare skill of anything. Really well played there by Ray. Second martyr almost done there for Ray and the German army.
The enemy has 300 points remaining.
Another martyr 3 for Ray. We'll have to see if this one lives. We'll do better, we'll do worse than the previous 2. That's for FeriG. Got the 5th kill there selected, but otherwise it does appear like he is slowly improving the Persian heavy tank. 1/5 kill out, in fact, already here. Definitely a problem there for Ray's infantry and lighter vehicles. But there you go, anti-tank everything in mind. Unfortunately, for Ray, I don't think can easily follow up and finish it off here. Allowing here, I think, FeriG to like relatively easy escape with this anti-tank half-track. We get a German counterattack here. Perhaps looking to frustrate that attempt. Oh no, not for some German unit like the Marder fleet and finish off the anti-tank half-track. In this case, if he is trying that, he definitely needs to pick up the pace here. South side, Jaegers also pushed back here. Entering half-tack on the Marder. Marder takes it from the entering half-tack itself, didn't actually hit it. He ends up going to have to withdraw from this. There's definitely rubbish right there for Ray.
The enemy has claimed our sector.
Healing, got reinforcements, still in officers' quarters.
We don't want to forget this.
More mines. Very consistent mine there. Ray, and of course, again, taking advantage of the ability to just run with cheaper and faster mines. Like, it's a pretty good ability.
Our adversary is down to 250 points now.
Another Marder 3 for Ray. This one tank half to FeriG's got on the field so far. I'd definitely give him quite a, troublesome time.
Victory point lost.
Yeah, I think FeriG's just using them to hold up for the Pershing heavy tank here. But we see that giving Ray a even tougher time than a pair of anti-tank half-tracks.
The invaders want suspected me.
So one thing that Ray still is leading in
ready
is
for
very
combat.
much just the victory points. 141 was turned 43, though casualty-wise, that's ideal. But not terrible either. On top, we've got the ops going in, and seeing Huckman covering fire there. There you go, mortar fire. Quite a bit of grief here. Italian officer just withdraws, having done his part. That is forcing the 30 allowing other units to move in, and thumbs up. Moving their bit out on a limb, to be honest, here by Ray. I think he just realised begins pulling it back, but even then feels risky, though might have been bigger bait all along to try and throw in the anti-tank half-track from the marks and then to pick off. There you go. One anti-tank half-track here, slammed into oblivion by the double Marder 3 combo.
We have lost control.
This is it, Jürgen. Yeah. Coordination works out. Yeah. Did you say anything but yeah? Yeah?
Received. Enemy is down to 200
141 was 200, 198. Jump cap there almost again from a Ray on FeriG.
Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
Nothing given doing with the cam Marders withdrawing here. Jaegers flanking another unit here for Ray. Another flak Panzer Fiona attempt to take out from him. Just Good old-fashioned flak mountains.
Shoot that machine gun crew!
5 command
He's
points
getting
available.
mauled. And there we go. FeriG actually does surprise by going for the 3-inch gun here. In a bit, it's actually been catching on more and more compared to the Persian. I still think the Persian is a little more popular. The 3-inch gun does still see some occasion. But I think it's responsive to the Martyrs and the Wind. Obviously, it's a lot faster and it's overall cheaper, so.
Djebel Wind on station.
Could do some work there. By the way, 3-inch gun set up. Shoots right at them, getting a good hit in.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
141, 150 feet. FeriG really feeling that victory point squeeze. He's going to need to do some heavy work soon here. Of course, could also be a reason he went for the 3-inch gun instead of waiting for the Pershing. He just figured like a 3-inch gun now is going to do me a lot more good than a Pershing later.
Concrete fortifications shall be refurbished and maintained to meet your standards, Commandant.
More bunker stuff here for FeriG. Not that he's building a lot of bunkers, but then again, that's kind of like most of the battle group's point. Bunkers. Djebel's moving from several sides. Martyrs hanging back here. Up north, being engaged with the 3-inch gun there. Courtesy of FeriG.
Marder 3 has been destroyed.
Martyr 3 down. And got this. And it's a tank half plate there. Bit of a vicious trade-off there, but still, FeriG needs to get to the map here. We need to do something to like really turn things. And there we go, both support weapons and auto sprint. So definitely means the 50 cals and the 3-inch guns will be nastier. That's still wanting the attention. Got him though.
Commandant, we have surplus munitions to spend.
Getting him to a more comfortable position while he waits. He'll be done with the episode. We've been diving in here, letting loose with its 4 millimeter autocannons. Using the flak 38 flak being there mounted in the turret.
The enemy have taken our territory.
Jäger's in the point. Oh, anti-tank gun here caught a really bad spot. Could be an opportunity here for Ray to take it out and seize it even. Yeah, this has been a really strong flank there out of Ray. This could turn the tape down FeriG photographs. He's just backing into a corner here, trying to minimize the ability for the opponent to flank around here. I think this is FeriG doing his best again with a bad situation. Looks like it's working here. Ray suddenly gets a lot more skittish, but still, it's backed into corner here. He's going to have to somehow try and get it out of there. Smoke deployed here. Run block it. There we go. FeriG's now going to try and see if he can't escape with the 3-inch gun here before Ray regroups and counterattacks. No, Ray doesn't go commit to it in the end. He decides it's too dangerous, I think, and just withdraws. What a save there by FeriG. 2 thumbs up. My goodness. It feels like a bit like early COH3. Moments like this. A bit like COH1. Another way, 2 thumbs up. That was a glorious moment there. Obviously, they're also putting a bit of work in there. Another export here for.
We should spend our munitions
Wait,
at
oops, sorry
once.
about that. Cat jumped up.
We
Stuck
are
onto
to
the
be
keyboard.
commanded. The enemy is down to 100 points.
Just trying to, keep him a bit, in place in a nice manner, so he doesn't like, there's trouble. So we got Fun 41 versus 86. FeriG needs more than just, nice maneuvers with 3-inch guns backed into corner to win this match. I mean, it was just that simple. I mean, obviously, this game would already be over, wouldn't it? So, quick laying down some sandbags here. Not the Jägers, obviously. They don't have the entrenchment tools. South side engineers been sent upon by the Wind here.
Victory point is under enemy
Good
control.
God, what is this? A second 3-inch gun here from FeriG. I can already imagine how it is at the German headquarters at Rommel. A field marshal, as the Americans have called in the second 3-inch gun. He's just like, oh my God, Not now. Yeah. I mean, that's definitely a bold choice here out of FeriG. Devon's going to acquire some, I think, good micromanagement skills. And good tactical skills as well here. But, you know, again, we'll handle this. Could be a real nightmare for Ray. Great shot there from the Phoenix gun, slicing right through the side armor there. Second Phoenix gun around the center.
The enemy is down to 75 points.
74 points left, but yeah, he needs to do more than just, you know, look flashy with his Phoenix guns. Flashing them is not going to win him the game alone. Grenades up here going off on the Italian troops. Their lines are breaking, crumbling beneath the most democratic might of FeriG. 141.65, we got the Panzergrenadier company now happening. Something's happening with Ray's tech, but it's not, he's still not taking up towards a Panzer company. You'd think he'd do that after all this time, but maybe he's going to go for Stugs. Or more likely, Nietenwerfers. Because of the 3-inch guns. It's only going to be a tough call to make Stugs work against that, let's just put it mildly. Not impossible, but even then you would need some artillery to support it, like, you know, mortar or Nietenwerfers, I think. No matter what, I mean, he's going to probably need those mortars. And again, he's clearly going for the mortars, for the Nietenwerfers rather than mortars. There you go, great shot from the Finnish gun in the second build here.
Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
And up north, we've been there, held off by a second Finnish gun. Looks like Ray finally got control of more than, FeriG's got control of more than one victory point at a time. But even there are some difficulties happening. Oh, he might even soon go for a triple cap against
Victory
Ray.
point
Oh
lost.
my. This will be the beginning of a 3-inch fueled comeback here for FeriG. We'll have to see. 605, 121.63.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
Cat having a nice time on my shoulders, right behind my head here. That's good.
Enemy infantry, return fire.
Could be shortly after I'm done with this episode.
Finish the fight!
After it was the Jaegers being cut down by heavy fire, the G43s just cannot match this amount of firepower that FeriG and Freedom can deliver. People have been flak punch on the move, bringing in a 3-inch gun here. 106.63. North, another fresh assault here with the Germans.
Sector now under enemy control.
Great shot from the Finnish gun here on the Djebel, gaining veterancy 1. Fine easy, getting perforated up north here. Attempt here going to make it difficult, but even there we see FeriG's defense does break down here due to nice flank there by Ray. Thumbs up. And you can soon start bleeding out FeriG and a victory points. Definitely another potential partner concerning FeriG. Need something about this very soon. Because there's just 59 points left. Doesn't exactly have a lot of leeway. A lot of wiggle room. Like to turn this round with, so we definitely need something about this soon. The question, of course, is how exactly does it do it without necessarily sending Ray with another even big opportunity to shut down the match. Because there's definitely cases with some players, like when they're this close, they might start like you, making hasty decisions, basically cause them to lose the match entirely. He's getting bombarded. Up northeast, slow
The enemy
push.
has only 50 points left.
50 points left. Multiple Jaeger scores in there. Go Djebel flak pants here for Ray to try and, I think, deal with the 3-inch guns. Maybe the 50 cal bit as well. Then the 50 cal. 45. 44. Rushing in the half track here. Oh, we could see an Italian squad here. Ace level getting wiped here by FeriG and by... Golly, he does it.
Communication with one of our squads.
106.39, we got the Djebel there on the center leg.
Infantry!
Troops are suppressed.
Nebelwerfer artillery ready.
There you go. Nebelwerfer rocket artillery, they ready for Ray. Push over northern victory. We've got 31 points left. FeriG needs to get in. They need to get in there fast. Time is running out, and Patton is starting to get a bit impatient. Ooh, nice mine there by Ray, make it tougher for FeriG to get into the point and secure it. Black Panther diving in, 3-inch gun, puts it up here.
Enemy forces have captured
Got a
the
bit of
victory
trouble, but
point.
there you go, 3-inch gun almost set up, there we go. Great shot there. And there you go, Nebel fires his first barrage. Sergeant apparently he's had enough, time to move on. 3-inch gun then deep chops on the Nebel Ralph squad. And with this Nebel barrage, Ray pushes in under cover of incendiary cover. Nice grenade, at least buy some time for more forces to be brought up. Fighting for the center there, 50 cal east level, completely decimating the Italian troops. Jaegers off on the flank here, holding that mortar barrage, but I think he might have misaimed it a bit here, and is right next to the 50 cal, but without actually like catching the 50 cal in the active circle. Oh, what Russian luck there. 50 cal's up north here, captain there in trouble. Withdrawing from the position, exit 3-inch gun, then withdrawing. Still nothing on the southern point either here. Big gap between 92 is 25. Ray's about to beat up FeriG again, and again he's down like 25 points. He's going to have so little wiggle room, so little margin for error. Officer pushed back without really doing anything. 3-inch gun back here. Supporting half track. Oh, we could see Jaeger squad wiped here. 23 points left. Got the Jaegers wiped. Oh boy, that's a painful hit here for Ray. I mean, he still has a good victory point, but even then, placing those Jaegers going to be tough. Oh my goodness! Almost losing a second. He's going to lose the second Jaeger squad. That's 2 Jaeger squads wiped. Oh dear, this is pretty painful there for Ray. He's still got to come down to 16 points here, but like, FeriG does have a larger force at this point, so crucially higher quality force, so if you stabilize around these victory points, this could get a bit awkward for Ray. South Routes with the Italian troops here, wonderfully moving ahead. 9 points left. Ray, I think, is trying to like bum rush the various points, but he may not have enough time here. 6 points left. There we go. Halted the bleed. Halted it. Impressive work there by FeriG. There he goes, suppressed. He's actually got a machine gun that's now covering the center victory point. There, guy and his supporting loader there. Nice little detail there. Oh, obviously. Just having the ammo gun. But anyways. Grabbing the northern point. And another machine gun there for FeriG. A machine gun there for Ray as well. Now an MG42 arriving. A bit late. Now, of course, Ray, I mean, FeriG with only 6 points left has no real room for a night. Like, now it's pretty much like just do or get stuffed into, you know, a locker moment. Down choosing Norfolk's here. So what will Ray do to try and turn this around? Is he just gonna like throw everything he can in, like, you know, in that sort of like, you know, last bit, attempt to like just brute force your way to victory, which we've seen so many times, like, you know, almost always just tend to fail. Of course, they just end up taking so many really short-term solutions, thinking, oh well, I just need to get there, and then I'll win. And of course, you end up performing such poorly executed attacks, your opponent just keep pushing you back, and you just never get there. Right now, he's just charging in, then even the barrage off as well here. Of North 50 cal there, though, needs to get some troops in to flush them out. He's bombarded. Almost got the machine gun nest here. 359 is a 6. Okay, rushing in the scouts here. FeriG realizing what's going on here. He has to get something in there. Again, he will lose. He needs the 3-inch gun, I think, to bombard them out as well. It's like a good shot. There we go. That was a pretty good hit here. Another good hit. Ray, oh, suffers a wipe! Oh, dear. So close yet so far. Now in the south deep. FeriG's committing to a push here. He's spotting again that Ray at this point is sort of taking some heavy losses. He actually gets a bit more practice now versus Ray. Obviously risky, but at the same time, this is sort of stage where he does have to get a bit more practice, a bit more risky, because again, if he plays too defensively and his opponent catches him off guard, he's going to have, like, no wiggle room. It's going to be over, so by trying to at least push when he has maybe potential to do something more, he tries to, like, maybe also ensure this opponent, like, just can't catch him off guard, like, get those few victory points knocked off. So, things are getting interesting here.
What is our assignment?
Still no tech for Ray. I mean, he's still got a good victory point lead, but still thinks it's technically going to be for him. Nothing unfortunately loose, but there you go. FeriG gun bombarding the machine gun team, almost wiping out another machine gun nest here. Likely on the way for FeriG. In 32, and we got more Jaegers for Ray.
The enemy has gone down. We have territory out of supply.
Doing 20 versus 6. Almost got the machine gun nest ready up north here, point being hit as well. Try and bombard again, see if we can't get another wipe. There we go, German force being pushed in here. 6 versus unit 3. Djebel went down, another painful hit here for Ray at a stage where again the losses become harder and harder to replace. And what is this? He actually, I think, has called in a third 3-inch gun. I think that's going to be like new record. I don't think like that means like 3-inch guns at the same time. Imagine like Art Red Wings and Red Wings. That's a hell of an achievement, isn't it? Doing 84 versus 6. Got the Jaegers, got the 5th cal, they're advancing. I'm D4 Jack advancing in. It's a victory point. Might be about to bombard here with the 3-inch gun. Maybe not. Also, Ray's got like an insane amount of munitions flowing, just realized 800. Hasn't bothered laying down any more after a certain wall, it seems, and hasn't done anything else, like maybe trying to set up a bunker close and then just start unleashing the artillery overwatch. That feels a bit like an oversight there by Ray. Though, of course, at this point, if you also think Ray has a lot of things on his mind, which makes, you know, such a detail there.
We are down to 250 points.
A bit more easily will look for him. Leaving the barrage off here. Trying to soften the centre up for another push here. 135 as a 6. Oh, directly to the raft squad here, burn them up. Slowly but surely they are roasting.
We are at full complement.
Got that foot. Another push for the Sunday. We've got an ace 5th cal, they're covering it. Plus, of course, a 3-inch gun in reserve. Making any direct hit attempt by Ray on the Sunday victory point, I think, very painfully difficult. Seems like Ray isn't entirely sure where to go from here, if anything. Tactically, he seems a bit limited at this point, trying to, like, you know, catch FeriG off guard. So FeriG has not paid this 30 cal to 50 cal. Not the biggest deal, but worth pointing out. Oh, returns with the push back. Pioneers flanking. Crossbombing to sweep them up, finish them off. 166 versus 6. FeriG holds the line here. Another wipe there for Ray. Ray's forces are just steadily shrinking in the face of FeriG. His unit preservation shown to make sure he's going on another X one way there. Those the Panzer Grenadiers. Nothing. 144 versus 6. Lorenzo 1 point neutral briefly, but there we go. FeriG's got the opportunity. That door shut down hard.
Our territory is exposed. We must re-establish a connection.
Northern points. Bringing in the 3-inch guns. Further tightening the noose here around Ray's neck. 121 versus 6.
MG! Get down, you fool!
Range machine gun here. Officer might try and creep up and pull into Matilda, but I think here FeriG's really protecting this time. Pushes the machine gun. Thumbs up. On in 3 versus 6.
Increase security around the HQ.
Situation here for Ray is becoming worse and worse with every passing moment. It feels like he doesn't quite seemingly have an idea as to how to get out of this. So he's just kind of poking in a variety of directions, hoping to like find an opening to then push through with fully. Got the white gun, needle barrage, got an insane haptic barrage. To take down the barrage. There we go. Green's going to pull a bit of fire, but quick withdraws. Further south, Tanks left defender going to Ravscourt. Jaegers can bypass by Ravscourt. Martyr free on its own, and further up north, they got more funding sort of happening here as Jaegers and Italians try and grab the victory point, but FeriG's putting up a pretty stubborn fight. Down just 52 for 6.
50 points remain for us. You must do something.
49, the clock's running out on Ray here fast. Exceedingly so. 40 versus 6. 37.
Territory sector lost. We have territory cut
34,
off from supply.
31. 28, 25.
Only 25 points remain. Prepare emergency
22.
evacuation.
Ray there clearly a bit salty, but oh well. GG, game over. That'll be it for this evening. Not evening, but this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. Certainly some great moments here and there, but I still think Ray strategically just, I think, kind of ran out of ideas. And again, he just tried to close out the match, I think, in a bit of a reckless manner, which allowed FeriG to actually stabilize as the attacks became less coordinated, more ragged, but also much more predictable. That's always something you have to keep in mind in those moments. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You learned something from it. This is Imperial Exchange. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.